Hey guys, it's Reese. Welcome back to the channel. So yeah, it's been a little while since I've done a live stream. Before I go more into this live stream, actually, I just thought I'd mention that there was a post on my channel. I never said that I was fully going to do this just yet, but I've seen a few other diecast car channels every once in a while where they'll take a few days or so off from their channel for any reason you could think of possible. But it's just realize that when something like that happens, you know, us collectors should not be pestering them with questions of why they're taking a break from their channel, because sometimes people who do YouTube, it takes a lot of stress out of them to do certain things. Like, it takes a lot out of their day to plan these videos they do, because it's for a channel like me, it's my channel is about doing fun toy car things and stuff like that. How do I say this before really opening these diecast cars I'm going to show in this live stream, and talking about diecast car topics? How do I say this? I've seen a few diecast car channels take breaks, and again, they do come back. And when they come back, you should be happy that they are back making their content again. All I'm saying is that I've been thinking about it. I just haven't been fully sure about how I feel about taking a small break from my channel, to be honest. Anyways, with that out of the way, I think it's time to open some cars for a live stream, because it's been a little while since I've done a live stream and opened cars on one. I'm just gonna do this in a random order. All right, so first car I'm gonna open. This one's actually new for my collection. It's the Lamborghini Huracan Storado. It's from the Hot Wheels Dirt Mini Sub Series. It's 6 out of 10 in that series. This is the first car I'm opening in this live stream right now. I did make a video not too long ago before this, so hopefully, eventually some subscribers do show up. Now, these rims I noticed on this car reminded me of Faster Than Ever series rims from Hot Wheels, but the bizarre thing is Hot Wheels hasn't made a Faster Than Ever series since I don't know how many years ago they previously made one. Here it is, fully opened. Now, I will say something. They detailed the headlights on this car, but they didn't do the taillights, and it's I just don't understand that. This Lamborghini Huracan right here looks like a Lamborghini Huracan rally car. That's what this really looks like to me. I'm not sure what Storato means. Again, I'm just gonna say this. I do not speak Italian language at all, so I'm very sorry if I have zero clue of what that means. Again, I'm just a diecast car collector, so a lot of us diecast car collectors, anywhere in the US, if it's some word from a different country, we're not gonna understand what it means right away unless we Google search it, most likely. But yeah, this definitely looks like a rally car to me. I mean, it's from a Hot Wheels Dirt series for the sub-series of the car. Next up is 2017 Ford GT. They first started making this in 2015, actually, which is kind of bizarre. Yeah, it says 2015, so that's very interesting. I don't know how this was made in 2015 if it's a 2017 year model for the actual car, but I guess that's just something Hot Wheels did. I mean, to be honest, I do have quite a few different color versions of this Ford GT. I have one in blue, which I think was their first or second color version they had of this car. So yeah, I don't know how many color versions they've made of this in total, but I know they've made a lot of this one and the 2016 or 18 race car version too. All right, let's go here. Opening in premium. Now, the bizarre thing is there's a bunch of, I wouldn't say bizarre, but the unique thing is this is the first time I've seen different language writing on a Hot Wheels card. If you can see that down there on the bottom, that's Japanese writing because it's a Japan Historics 4 set from Hot Wheels. And as strange as it may seem, I already have 4 out of the 5 cars from this set, and that's all I actually, wanted from this set, if I'm being honest, because the Mazda RX-3 from this series just wasn't very appealing to me in the yellow and green color. I know it has a racing number on there, but it's like that didn't really change much to me. I'm not, saying I dislike that color. I'm just saying that, I would still maybe consider buying it, with the racing number it has on there, but maybe instead of like, yellow and some green, maybe it was like blue and green. That would have, made it a lot better. But I think what they were doing here is because these are like, historically old Japanese sports cars and stuff like that. That's why they did these paint jobs and liveries for these cars in this set. This is the Toyota Corolla 11, by the way. Yeah, this is the 1972 Toyota Corolla 11, by the way. It actually says it on the back. So I'm not sure if this Japanese writing down here is supposed to spell that out or not. Again, I am very sorry. I do not, I don't know any of those words or letters for, Japanese writing on this Hot Wheels card here. I'm very sorry about that. I gotta say, this does look pretty cool once it's open, but those rims, I mean, look at the rims on this Toyota. They just look so interesting, is how I'm putting it. I'm not saying they're ugly by any means. No, I'm not saying they're ugly. They're just very interesting. Let's see, where to go next. Gonna open this one next. All right, now this one I'm opening next. I don't know if you'd open this or not because it's one of these. Now, as strange as it may seem is, I do not have a huge amount of Matchbox collector cars. I have only, 3 or 4 in total, maybe? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, because I have the Subaru BRZ. 1, 2, 3. I have this one. Well, I have these two here that I'm going to be opening in this live stream, actually. I have the BRZ that's already opened. I have the Ford panel delivery van that's open. I've almost been thinking about getting that Z car, the Nissan Z, in like that gray blue light color, but just decided not to get it, unfortunately, almost every time I see it. There's a Bugatti Diva I'm trying to get for Matchbox collectors, but I've never found that one like ever, because that one's like super popular, I guess, or something along that lines. For the diecast car collectability. Let's see. I'm just trying to think of the other Matchbox collector cars I have, if I have any besides this Ford, that BMW, that Subaru, and the Ford panel delivery van. I can't think of any others. Oh, there's 2 people here. That's good. Thank you for joining the live stream. I just am opening this Matchbox collector's car right now of a 32 Ford Roadster. Here's the carry case it comes with. That's really cool. I mean, the carry case travel box is really cool. And the model is really cool, fully opened. I've never seen a Matchbox car like this before, so this one was made in 2022. So supposedly, I wonder if this one was released last year, but as a non-collector's car, and then it came out this year as a collector's car, so that's probably why it says that on the underbody for that casting. Let's see. What to open next? We'll do the Chevelle next. 64 Chevelle SS. Or as, I could also say 1964 Chevrolet Chevelle Super Sport, because SS stands for Super Sport for these Chevy cars. Here it is open. When was this one first made? I'm just curious. 2011. Wow. This one was first made 13 years ago. I'm not sure if I have that color version or variation from it in my collection. I don't know if I do. I know I have a few others of the. I think at one point the Chevelle SS was a Hot Wheels Super Treasure Hunt. I just don't remember what year it is, if it was. Now, as strange as it may seem, Hot Wheels I don't think has ever made a Chevelle SS premium chase car, and that would be a really sick muscle car chase car for Hot Wheels to do. Imagine this as a premium chase car and like some, like muscle car series or like, US muscle drag car series. That would be really cool. All right. Gonna open a really cool 1995 Mazda RX-7 in blue. I mean, this blue on here just looks really nicely done. Really nicely done. Here it is, fully open out of the card packaging. I do have the other color version of this. It's in white previously. I do like this color version better. Now, I'm just going to say this. I do like vehicles, as in real life or diecast car ones, that are like blue, green, red, yellow, those kinds of colors. But I will say something. I would not want to, I'm not sure if I want to go this direction of saying this, but I wouldn't be fully sure how I would feel about buying a diecast car from Hot Wheels, Matchbox, or a premium brand if the color on the car said, bright yellow, like crazy bright yellow. Like if a car said that for a diecast car from like any diecast car brand, I don't know how anyone would, consider buying a car like that. Because, to be honest, it's like, I can see colors on cars very fine, so it's like a really bright yellow. I just don't know how collectors would take that. I mean, it would be a nice color, but depending on the car, that's the other thing. Like, depending on what diecast car that company's making with a bright yellow color, they may have to tone it down a bit because they have to realize that, other collectors buying that diecast car could see the color fine without it being crazy bright yellow. So it's kind of a 50-50 call if I was to buy a diecast car that was like crazy bright yellow. All right, let's see here. What to open next? We're opening the Nissan next. I'm going to open this Nissan Skyline GTR R33. I'm not really sure what the BCN R33 part means. I mean, I know the R33 is like the model of this Skyline. And yes, it is up there. It is that version of the Skyline. It is the it's the Godzilla Skyline. I mean, because that's literally part of the paint livery on this Nissan here. I'm gonna say I like this gray color better than the white color. The white color was just a little how do I say this? A little basic or something. Like it wasn't, it didn't, if it's like if a diecast car collector is buying a car and it's not a super treasure hunt or a chase car by any means, you got to make it in a color that's, exciting in a way. Because that's something that sells. And like, besides that, what else was I going to say? You got to make cars with like, exciting, like paint liveries or like, race car things, stuff like that. I mean, and sometimes besides those, you also have to make like cool models of, Japanese cars, muscle cars, that kind of thing too. Now, this is just, my thoughts and opinions for like diecast cars. I'm not saying like, a diecast car company should make like every Dodge car ever made. I'm not saying that by any means. I'm just saying like make the cool ones for like make all the cool Dodge diecast cars if you're like Mini GT, Hot Wheels, etc. That's what they should be doing. That's just my thoughts on that, though. But this Nissan is really cool. Really nicely done for this one. So yeah. Just moving the Ford Roadster out of the way. I might as well open it. So I didn't know this, but this 1993 BMW M3 Sports Coupe is actually a full-on race car. I'm not sure if you can see in there, but that's a full-on roll cage. Now, as strange as that may seem, I'm not sure if I have a Matchbox BMW from 1993. I know I have Hot Wheels BMW M3s for like race car and non-race car versions, but I don't know if I have a Matchbox one or not. Because the thing is, depending on what year model this is for Matchbox, this would really help me figure out if I would have one or not. And the hood does open like I thought it would. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. You can see the hood in there, so you can see the engine in there. This says 2021 Mattel. 1991 BMW M3. Interesting. I really do like the Shell Racing livery on here. The Shell Racing livery for this BMW is very nicely done. This is one really nice and clean BMW M3 casting from Matchbox for a collector's car. I'm just... What's confusing or puzzling me, I guess, is it says 2021 for the year that this car was made for the diecast car, but I never saw this version in 2021. But yes, this is a full-on race car. And it does look like it's a one-seater. Or is it? It's really hard to tell. Nope, it's a one-seater race car. There's the hood open again. So you can see the engine in there. But yeah, as far as I can recall, I don't think I have a Matchbox BMW M3. Now, there are 2 more cars I'm opening because the last one is a Hot Wheels treasure hunt, and I'm not sure if I'm going to open it. So let's see. I'm going to actually open a car I have never had in my collection before. Well, actually, the funny thing is this Honda Civic Custom for this 1973 Honda Civic Custom is a new premium car that Hot Wheels has made, but I believe they've made a Civic Custom previously before this series came out. So yeah, I'm not sure if, because if it said 2024. Now the thing is, for Hot Wheels premium cars, they can't say new for 2024 on the card because they're not a basic card. So that kind of takes that part away. But I gotta say, this Civic Custom's pretty cute looking. I know it's something I don't say, but that looks pretty cool and a little cute looking in a way. It's a cool, cute looking sporty hatchback from Hot Wheels for these premium cars from this Japan Historics 4 set. It's a real nice red. I'm not sure what this red color is, but it's really nicely done. Now, this next car I'm opening, I've never had one in my collection before. Now, I have Holden Ute cars in my Matchbox diecast cars collection, but I've never had a Holden VF Commodore SSV sedan in my Matchbox diecast cars collection. And I finally have one now in my collection. All right. Well, I have opened it, and it's fully out, and I gotta say, this orange is nicely done. That is a nice orange, and it's actually a little bit shiny too. Ooh, that's a little heavy. I mean, not crazy heavy, but a little. It's a nicely done Holden Commodore sedan from Matchbox. Really do like this one. For any Australian diecast car collectors watching, shout out to you guys, because strange as it may seem, I don't have a crazy big amount of Holden diecast cars in my collection. Now, As funny as it may also seem, this is technically Australia's version of the Chevrolet SS. Now, I do want to mention something about this Holden here. Hello, what's that? Okay, that's weird. There seems to be some weird wheel rim problem on the back wheel there. That's weird. Okay, this is weird. This rim over here doesn't have that, but on this rim here, there's some like weird rim like thingy. And the card was a little bent when I supposedly found it. So someone along the lines of, distribution or something may or may not have possibly done something. But either way, I'm not complaining about that part. I'm just glad I have one in my collection because this is my first one of this car in my diecast cars collection from Matchbox. Because I know Hot Wheels hasn't made this. I don't think I've seen a Mini GT or Tarmac Works version. I don't know about Para 64 or Inno 64 if they've made a version of this, but the thing is, this is pretty much like the cheapest version you could get of this Holden Commodore sedan from Hot Wheels or Matchbox. But given the fact Hot Wheels has not made this one yet, it's a Matchbox one, and Hot Wheels does actually have the license for Holden, so does Matchbox. I mean, because they're both well owned by Mattel, actually. So I guess those two just make this now, since we're out of opening the cars for this live stream. Now it's the time to talk about diecast car topics, because I want to go on the topic of the Holden diecast cars for Hot Wheels and Matchbox before I talk about something else. Is I've noticed that Matchbox has made the newer Holden performance vehicles, and Hot Wheels focuses on like the older ones. So I have zero clue what that's about. Again, that's not up to me whatsoever. That's up to Mattel and all those people working for those two brands. Anyways, besides that, Holden is a really cool brand in real life, and I really wish Hot Wheels and Matchbox made more of them more frequently, because believe it or not, this car right here that I'm showing actually has a V8 race car version. It's been raced in a V8 Supercars Championship Series. Now, I don't know where those races are held by any means, but if Hot Wheels and Matchbox made this sedan as the race car version, as a premium car, that would be really cool to find. But I have not seen anything like that done yet. So, the thing is, us collectors, we can always hope that Hot Wheels or Matchbox or some brand is out there, like listening and hopefully making like some diecast car you want them to make. But again, that's just, up to their designers and all that stuff. Well, before I end the live stream, here's the treasure hunt. I'm not sure about opening this because, like I did mention, I have some treasure hunts open in my diecast cars collection and some that are unopened. So it's a 50-50 call of whether I feel like opening this or not. So I'm probably going to make a poll, and if the poll majority says yes to opening it, and instead of no to not opening, leaving it carded, then that's what I will do for this one. But for right now, it is staying unopened in the card because I have to make that poll for you all to vote on. Well, that's it for this live stream. By one, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend and have a fantastic, fabulous rest of your Sunday as well. Because, well, today is Sunday as well. I did make a poll on my channel. It's actually not a diecast cars one, so I don't know if I want to mention what it is, but it is vehicle related. So yeah, don't forget to vote on that poll on my channel. Another thing is I might drop random diecast car polls to vote on for fun on my channel. That's all they're there for. They're just for fun. I'm honestly very unsure if like other channels are like going to have a poll like if everyone like votes for that car. See, I'm just going to say this and give my opinion on this. I don't think diecast car channels should make polls and then like say somewhere like on another channel, not my channel. I'm making this very clear and specific on another channel. I don't know if other channels would do this. Like, they make a poll and like all these collectors like, vote on something, and it's like, how do I say this? It wouldn't be a giveaway by any means necessary. I mean, it kind of, for any channel to do this, because I'm probably not going to do this, unfortunately, but I'm not sure if I really should be mentioning this now that I mention it. But I make these diecast car polls just for fun. There's like, they're just out there for fun. They're just for fun. They're just for you to vote on, for like which car you like better. That's all they're there for. I am not trying to say like, if you vote for the Porsche over the Audi, don't don't just assume like everyone's going to say, why you had to vote for the Porsche. I am not wanting the subscribers to do that on my polls on my channel. My diecast car polls that I put on this channel are just for fun. They are fun, fair voting. There is no there doesn't need to be like like 400 different opinions of like why someone voted for the Porsche race car instead of the Audi race car, because that would just be very confusing. So yeah, I hope that clears stuff out. So yeah, just be on the lookout for fun random diecast car polls on my channel, and I might have other polls on my channel that aren't diecast cars related, but they are still vehicle related, and they're just fun polls out there to vote on. And one thing I'm gonna say is the vehicle polls that I put on there, whether it's diecast cars or real life cars related, or trains related, because that's what some of my polls might have in future. I'm starting to think about putting polls on my channel that are, having pictures of trains on them. Trains as in, vehicle trains. Yeah, I might do that in future too for my channel. I'm just trying to expand the fun part of my channel. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, that's why I'm, putting polls on there every once in a while too. I'm trying to mix my channel up every once in a while, I guess you could say, to make it, more fun in a way. Because it's like when I do toy car hockey and toy car baseball, I have noticed something lately is that how do I say this? There's not nearly as many commenting on there as there normally was from like months or so ago. Now, I do still get comments on those live streams because they are very fun, and I know a lot of the channel subscribers that are subscribed to this channel, as in my channel, do watch them, and they do like that content. I'm just saying, I've been getting some feedback that I should try toy car football or toy car soccer. I have done those before as well for live streams. They just did not end super well for me when I tried them. I have tried to do tests for those, and they just didn't go so great. And that's why I don't have those on my channel. So basically, I will have a video on my channel to either a video or a post to like let you know things that might be on my channel. I mean, I may or may not do that per se. That's up to me. But yeah, I might have to update my description of channel kind of thing, so I can get more info out of what I do on my YouTube channel. Well, that's officially it for this live stream. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching. I hope you had fun in enjoying this live stream. For those of you who couldn't make this live stream for whatever reason possible, you already know the drill. You can watch it any given time when it's on my channel after it's uploaded on there from YouTube. Again, I have no control over when YouTube uploads it onto my channel. That's up to whenever that happens. So that's up to them whenever they feel like putting it on there. Have a fantastic end and rest of your Sunday too. Bye now. Laters. That was interesting. What just happened? Hello? I thought I clicked the end stream button. Sorry, guys, that was very weird. My apologies. My computer froze up. I do not know what happened. Bye now.